Well, good day to you, or evening. Hi, this is Joe Macaroni. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. I hope that your day has been one that you treasure, and it's not something that you're saying, "Oh, wish I never had this day," because unfortunately we all do from time to time, don't we? Anyway, I'm hoping to lighten things up a little bit for you today. I've got something called From the Ridiculous to the Sublime to the Comical. Joe Macaroni explains it all. I'm Joe Macaroni. Okay, so just think about the last time something made you laugh out loud. How'd you feel about these things? And, oh wow, and you really start laughing and say, oh, that's really funny, or gee, that's cute or comical or whatever. Gonna give you a shot with some right here. Don't make excuses for horrible people. You know, you can't put a flower in an asshole and call it a vase. Don't make excuses for horrible people. You can't put a flower in an asshole and call it a vase. Do you know somebody like that? I bet you do. Me too. I wonder who. Okay. I like this one too. I hope you do too. Honk if you love Jesus. Text if you want to meet him. Honk if you want to meet Jesus. Text if you want to meet him. So let me say that again. Honk if you love Jesus. Text if you want to meet him. As my old high school principal used to say, one word to the wise should be sufficient. I just had my annual physical. Ta-da! I always go into my physical now saying, what the hell are they going to find? But I did pretty good. So I just don't think of it as a medical appointment. I really kind of call it, I'm just getting renewed for another season. That's what happens in my physical. Can you imagine this scenario? This happened in my nightclub. Yes, Macaroni owned a nightclub, amongst other things. Anyway, in the nightclub, there was a patron, a guy, who kept sexually pestering a female bartender. And finally, she gave him this classic line, which I absolutely love. She said, look, buddy, one asshole in my panties is enough. Don't you love that? I really do. I hope you do too. Do you ladies think you know what morning wood is? I'll put that in quotes. Morning, like AM, morning wood. What it is? Well, congratulations if you do. If you don't, ask some guy. But I'll bet you have a good idea of what morning wood is. There's an old Italian saying, never try to skin a cat while it is still alive. Never try to skin a cat while it is still alive. Basically, it means don't put yourself in a position that you can't get out of. Don't try to skin a live cat. Do you like prunes? You know what prunes are, they're dried plums. They are helpful for bowel movements. However, never eat prunes when you are starving, or you'll never get off the toilet seat. That's a word to the wise from my old principal. Never eat prunes while you're starving, or you'll never get off the toilet seat. And finally, never argue with a fool. Never. Because people might not know the difference. Never argue with a fool. People might not know the difference. Do you know any fools? Well, if you don't, just watch the news. Because a lot of the fools are on the news. Amen. This is Joe Macaroni. Joe Macaroni explains it all. What's ridiculous to the sublime to the comical. Hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.